In the Redskins locker room, for the first time in Fourth and Paint history, we have a two-time heavyweight champion, the Fourth and Paint champion, running back Alfred Morris. Congratulations.
The champ is back. Yes.
Now, I know that you told us, man, you went over the century mark in Tampa, 113 yards, and scored 39-yard touchdown, man. How much of a motivating factor was it to get this belt back? How much of that was on your mind Sunday afternoon?
It was big. I remember I was talking to Carriker before I went out, and he was like, no one ever won it twice. And I was like, I want the belt back. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go. He said he told me how to do something special to get it back. So I had to do something special. I did something special enough to get the belt back.
Now, I know you did the home run swing on your touchdown, but you know what? The next touchdown, you're the champion. I think you got to do a little you can't see me.
All right, I'll do me some can't see me.
12 games to go. How many more times are you going to win the belt?
As many as possible. I want the belt to stay with me forever. Oh yeah, that's gonna be my goal.
That's motivation, right?
That is.
All right, one more time in the camera. You can't see me. And welcome to Fourth and Pain, the only pro wrestling show hosted by an NFL player and a weight loss champion. He is Redskins defensive end Adam Carriker. I am the weight loss champion Chuck Carroll. And Adam, it is time to award the Fourth and Pain Championship belt for week number 4. And for the first time in the show's history, we have a two-time champion.
Repeat champion.
Alfred Morris.
The champ is back.
The champ is back.
Congratulations, man. Welcome back to the throne, my friend.
Thank you. Feels good to be back.
Now, I got to tell you, a week ago when I had to take the belt away from you and I had to give it to Ryan Kerrigan, the puppy dog eyes that you gave me in the locker room, I wanted to weep on your behalf. You are so sad to be parting ways with that belt. Tell me, how much did you enjoy your week with it?
I enjoyed it so much. The belt is legit. It's a real belt. And it makes me feel like a champion. Like I just, won a huge wrestling match. I just won SmackDown. So, and I definitely didn't want to, part with it. That's why I had the sad face. But I'm glad it's back. Back with Daddy.
Now, what's funny is on Saturday before they went out to Tampa, he comes up to me and says, man, I want that belt back. Man, you got to give me that belt. He was like begging and pleading with me to get that belt back. And he went out. He balled out, did it in front of his mom, in front of friends and family there. We played college ball down there in Florida, played well, and he earned that belt back. So congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh, man. This guy made me take a picture of him with the belt before I took it away.
Please tell me you were taller than him in the picture.
Oh, there's no doubt.
I would.
Okay, good. I just want to clarify.
Doubt.
Just so you folks at home know, he appears taller than me, right? He's like standing. He's like literally standing, just so you know. I am not standing. I am sitting on my legs. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to give myself another 6 inches here, man. God almighty.
Yeah, Lord knows I need it. Alfred, but in all seriousness, was the belt at all a motivating factor? Obviously, you're playing at home, playing near your home in front of your friends, your family down there in Tampa. You went to Florida Atlantic. But I seriously have a sneaking suspicion that retaining that title or winning the title back was the supreme motivator in finally cracking that 100-yard mark.
I definitely was. I definitely was excited about playing in front of, friends and family. My mom and dad was there. I was excited just, to go out there and play again on Sunday. But that, as Adam said earlier, Saturday did definitely help motivate me. He said they never had a two-time winner, and I was like, I really wanted that belt back. So it definitely helped motivate me to go out there and play hard and to win the belt back. And it was successful, so I'm happy.
You know what that means? We're taking the team, not just the show. We're taking the team to new heights, Adam.
Hey, I may not be on the field, but I'm still helping this team get better. I'm still helping. I'm contributing, gosh dang it.
You definitely are, man. You definitely are.
Dag on right. Hey, tell me, going into the game, a lot of people knew that the Tampa Bay rush defense was among the best in the league, if not the best. How was it that you were finally able to crack that century mark?
It was huge, like you said, going against, one of the top-ranked rush defenses in the NFL. It was we knew it was going to be a challenge, but in order for us to win as an offense, we said we had to get the ground game going, and we was able to do that. And I was just, fortunate enough to actually crack the 100-yard mark. That's big, it's huge, especially going against that defense. But more so just getting that win was just I enjoyed the win more than getting the 100-yard mark. But hopefully it's the first of many. I just go out there and give it my all to help the team win, and that's what it's all about, wins and losses.
Now, throughout that game, there was a lot of ups and downs. you guys got the early lead, and then Tampa Bay was kind of creeping back, and there were some missed field goals in there, and you kind of felt like maybe the game was slipping away. So how were you able to maintain your focus, and how were you able to maintain your high level of play throughout the whole entire game against such a good rush defense?
Because the game is never over until, it's fourth quarter with the scoreboard saying all zeros. So it's always, no matter what the score looks like, maybe down, but you're never out. Tampa definitely did a good job of, after we got up big on them, they didn't give up. They kept fighting. And we hung in there. We made it happen. So just that, for the pursuit of that win, we wanted it so bad. We just came off 2 losses, so we really wanted that win, and we wasn't going to let, some mistakes, stop us from getting that. Like I said, it was few field goals missed, but, Billy came through. He came through for us, when it really mattered. It was a clutch kick, and I'm thankful that he made it.
And Billy Cundiff certainly came through, but another guy that came through after being limited with a knee injury all last week in practice, Trent Williams. Alfred, tell me a little bit about Trent's play despite having that knee injury. I mean, that's got to say something about his character.
That says a lot. It just shows just how bad he wants to be out there on the field. He wasn't, definitely wasn't 100%, but he's such an athletic big man that even him being a step behind is still good enough, to get the job done. They did a great job of blocking, and I just know he really wants to be out there. I know that he wants to, help his team win any way that he can, playing through, that pain, because especially all last week he was limping around, he didn't know if he was going to be able to go, but he mustered up the courage and the strength to get out there on the field. I'm thankful that I got a big guy in front of me like that. All the big guys in front of me, they really want it. They really want to protect Robert. They want to open up lanes for the running game. So I got a great group of guys, and I'm just glad I get to run behind them.
I'm telling you, Adam, honestly, I didn't think that Trent was going to be able to play. I mean, seeing his knee injury the week before over at FedEx Field, I was thinking the worst, obviously, and then the MRI comes back and it just reveals a bone bruise. But then seeing him limp around the locker room all week at Redskins Park, and for him to come out, and I don't believe that he missed a snap, maybe 1 or 2, if any, for him to do what he did, that is really an impressive feat.
Oh, I completely agree, and I don't watch these guys practice, but I did see Trent, around the training room, around the weight room, and so on and so forth. And he didn't look like he was feeling too good. He looked like he was hobbled a little bit. And yeah, he went out. He played well. I don't remember anybody from that side getting any pressure on Rob. I remember lots of holes for Alfred here. So yeah, he definitely played well. Big ups to him.
Hey, Alfred, before we, move on to funner things again, I got to ask about that scary collision in the end zone before the game between Aldrich and Brandon Merriweather. What kind of impact did that have on your mentality heading into the game, knowing that you have, 2 guys that were supposed to dress, Brandon obviously about to make his regular season debut, and it's just such a freak occurrence. What did that do to the mentality of the team?
It kind of shocked us a little bit. It was definitely unfortunate. So, in a sense, to me, I definitely wanted to go out there and play hard for those guys. I was actually sitting out there when the collision happened. First, I thought it was kind of like they were just kind of joking around. It wasn't that serious. But when I realized it was really serious, I was like, oh man, I really got sad for those guys. So, and I said a prayer for them, and I was like, yeah, we definitely got to win this game. I know because I know that they really want to be out on this field, and they could, they would. So that was another motivating factor to go out there, bust our butt, not for our teammates that wasn't able to dress.
Now, Adam, you've been around the game a little bit longer than Alfred. Have you ever experienced anything like that, seen anything similar?
No, not at all. I mean, Coach Shanahan, he even said he's been coaching for 20, 30 years. He's never seen anything like that. I never have either. When they showed the video, the both of them were completely oblivious to one another, and it was like the perfect storm/collision, and then you saw him on the ground. So it was just one of those crazy, wacky things. It's big ups to guys like Alfred, like Trent, and the rest of the team. Right before the game, that could be a big distraction, be able to pull through and be able to play a game and go win a tough game on the road.
Yeah, and just overcoming that adversity at the beginning of the game, and obviously not letting the Buccaneers come back and pull that come from behind victory, being able to pull it out in the final seconds. 2-2 is a whole lot better than 1-3, right?
Yeah, definitely.
No, I got a question, because during the broadcast, they talked about how you will be the last guy out of meeting rooms, or you're hanging around the lunchroom, and you will pick up the trash after everybody else has left. Is this true?
Yes, it is true. Planes, buses, whatever it was. I just kind of felt bad that, I don't know, we're a group, you know, we are one, so I feel like if they left a mess, I left a mess, so, and I never really like wanted to make anybody's job hard, so I would, you know, grab a trash bag and start cleaning up. Well, if we was in the cafeteria, I would tell the guys, like, look, man, I don't leave your tray on the table, and you making these cafeteria ladies' job hard. I'm like, just imagine if that was your mom. Would you want your mom to have to clean up after all your friends if they made this huge mess? You know, this is a job, you know, I just kind of put it in perspective so they can understand. And it's not going to take you, it's going to take you an extra, like, 5-10 seconds to walk over there, you know, put your tray in the trash chute. It's not really going to kill you to walk over there. So it's definitely true. You know, I've always been that way.
And that is why this region is just falling in love with Alfred Morris. I'm not trying to inflate your ego, but you are being very beloved. And the station that we're on, 106.7 The Fan, on Sunday mornings, I mean, I heard your appearance earlier this week with LeVar Arrington and Chad Dukes, and those guys were raving about you and the interaction that you have with the Little League softball and baseball teams, and just the way that you carry yourself, being a faith-driven individual. I mean, do you realize how beloved you are right now, Alfred?
No, I don't. I just be myself, you know, and that's who I am. It's genuine, and I mean, I just want to touch as many lives as I can, but I don't, I don't think I realize the impact, you know, like you said, how beloved I am. I don't see it. I just, you know, see one person at a time. Just how can I touch this person's life, you know, at this very moment.
Well, now, hold on. He's a rookie. We got to bring him back down to earth. Everyone else might love you, but I just tolerate you. You know, in all honesty, his locker is about 2 or 3 slots over from mine, and I've noticed that he's a very quiet, humble, hard worker. And when I heard the guy talk about this on the radio, that he picks up the trash, I wasn't all that surprised just because of what I've seen from him. But, you know, I did grow a newfound respect and a little bit of admiration for the young fella there, so.
I appreciate it.
Alfred, you're doing big things. But listen, man, we can't let you go without turning the tables and letting you ask Adam Carriker a question. You know, this is a little thing that we'd like to do and put Adam on the spot a little bit. So the stage is yours, my friend.
Oh, okay. The only thing I found, you know, interesting by Adam, well, not the only thing, but one of the most interesting things is all this cleats, like the heel is like cut out. And I was like, that's weird. Like every pair of your cleats, you know, why is that?
Dude, that is okay. You weren't here last year. That is such a long story. I have had blisters, flesh wounds from hell, and basically they won't go away. They keep coming back. And in order for me to play this wonderful game of football, we have to cut out the back of my cleats so that they don't rub, because that's where the blisters / flesh wounds are. And then Eli, the trainer, literally has to, you know, spat or tape my cleat onto my shoe so that it does not come off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is a very long, painful, not fun, probably interesting to others story.
Gotcha. Well, totally understand.
That's pretty hardcore, man. I didn't even realize that the back of your cleats were being cut out.
Yeah, man, it's actually a very long process just to get ready to practice and play. It takes at least 30 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, all right. Alfred Morris at Redskins Park this week. We're definitely going to award you that belt again. And maybe you and Kerrigan can mix it up a little bit for the camera as the belt changes hands. I think that you need to make a statement that you are the first 2-time Fourth and Pain champion.
2-time
Got
champ.
you. I can't wait.
Alfred Morris on Fourth and Pain. We will be right back.
Thanks, buddy.